The following is a presentation of Radio Plus Video Sports.
Henschel from the Wildcat. Henschel now will get it with a head full of steam. There goes Henschel to the end zone. Touchdown right through the shoot mark.
Radio Plus Sports, a Wisconsin Broadcasters Association first place winner for best digital production in the state.
Delmacher rolling out to the left, flips the hips over the middle. He's got him! Brody Highland to the end zone! His second touchdown of the day!
In-depth interviews with coaches and players, sideline reports, in-depth analysis, and top-notch production.
With 6 seconds left on the clock, Gannon Schwartz, misdirection, goes out to the right. He's got a man in the end zone. Two-point conversion for the Vikings!
Radio Plus Sports, a Wisconsin Broadcasters Association multi-year first place winner for best play-by-play in the state.
In motion, it comes Neal. Play fake to Neal.
Got him.
Eli Mikulkevich down the field. Hauled in by the Cardinals!
Thanks to our Radio Plus Video Sports sponsors.
Edward Jones, Integrity Saw and Tool, Bauer Chiropractic, Bondi Family Dental,
Sargento Cheese, Lens Truck Center, Right Way Home Improvement, Taco Bell,
Addison Jones Real Estate, Holiday Automotive, Quest Interiors, Wisconsin Lighting Lab,
BCI Burke, Marion University, Fox Valley Savings Bank, Musa Sheet Metal,
Coal Oil and Propane, Dufresne Moving and Storage, Marco Tax Service, Winnebago Lutheran Academy,
Bob's Pizza, AirTech, Silica for your home, The Wellness Way,
Fond du Lac Credit Union, Roush Insurance, Scotty's Auto Works, St. Mary Springs Academy,
Bristol Morgan Bank, New Medical Center, Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, Hopper's Silk Screen and Embroidery,
Smith Builders, National Exchange Bank and Trust, Brad Tagliapietra, American Family Insurance Agent, Everson Law Office,
Michaels Corporation, Aurora Healthcare, Vogel Family Dentistry, Anders Auto Parts, Schaefer Auto, Keller Buildings,
Sauer Family Dental.
Let's go live to the Radio Plus Sports broadcast booth.
Okay, let's start with some clouds, some mountains over there, and finally a river. Hey, Dad, look.
Looks like the perfect spot.
American Family Insurance is here to protect your family on the road with the Travel Peace of Mind package.
American Family Insurance.
Visit Brad Tagliapietra today in Fond du Lac or Ripon.
Scotty's Auto Works for affordable auto care, from tires and alignments to routine auto maintenance. Trust the guys at Scotty's Auto Works, next to Pump and Pantry, Fond du Lac.
Hi, I'm Aaron Sadoff. Blessed be the president of Marion University right here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. If you are beginning your college adventure or looking to transfer, Marion University could be the perfect fit for you. Our beautiful campus, our amazing faculty and staff, our Division III athletics, and our amazing mission are waiting for you. Come visit Marion University. Not only will you get a great education, but we will help you become the best for the world. Good luck and go Sabres!
Him here on the ledge at St. Mary Springs Academy. The Ledgers getting set to host an opening Division IV regional quarterfinal here in Sectional 4A. First round 8-9 matchup hosting the number 9 seeded Valders Vikings. Elsewhere tonight in this sectional, number 5 Kohler hosting number 12 Michigan, 6th seeded Laconia hosting number 11 Valley Christian, and 7th seeded Amro hosting number 10 New Holstein. So a couple of other flyway teams in this sectional. Winnebago Lutheran also in this sectional. They're the 4 seed. They await the winner of Kohler and Michigan coming up on Friday. The winner of this one goes to Howards Grove, the top seed, coming up on Friday as well. Manitowoc Lutheran is the 2 seed and Roncalli the 3 seed. Looking here at Division 4 Sectional 4A. Ledgers 9-15 on the season, finished in 6th place in the Flyway Conference with that last night win against Campbellsport. And they got a couple of wins their final week of the season, but in the process lost one of their leading scorers in Jack Judkins last Thursday, against Campbellsport. So that'll obviously have an impact for the Ledgers here tonight, and they welcome in the 10-14 Vikings from Valders. Welcome to the Radio Plus broadcast booth. Jordan King with you here at St. Mary's Springs. The Ledgers in the tunnel getting ready to run out and start warm-ups. That'll happen in about a minute, and then we'll be tipping things off in about 20 minutes from right now here on Radio Plus. This is the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show, and we'll be right back with more right after this.
Today's game is brought to you by Edward Jones and these area Edward Jones financial advisors. Robert Bruce, located at 68 North Main Street. Patrick Ellistad, located at 560 Fond du Lac Avenue. Matt Moses, located at 201 South Marr Street. Jeff Wills, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. And Matt Helmer, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. Good luck to all athletes in today's game. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
When you hire the attorneys with the Everson Law Office, you're getting more than professional presentation. The attorneys at Everson Law Office are committed to excellence and have been successfully representing their clients since 2005. Practicing business law, estate planning, probate, guardianships, and real estate, they work closely with their clients, providing exceptional legal services that are catered specifically to their needs. Call attorney William Everson at 920-922-7113 or go to everson-law.com.
For nearly 50 years, Pinot Buildings has created the highest quality post-frame buildings. Headquartered in Rosendale, Wisconsin, we proudly serve the Badger State and Illinois. We deliver unparalleled craftsmanship and quality with all the warmth and care you'd expect from a small-town family business. Whether you're planning a large commercial or agricultural project, a barn dominium, or a smaller personal shop or structure, Pinot Buildings are built for you and designed to last. Connect with us to get started.
It's the dawn of a new day for Dr. Kathy Doyle Kelly and Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry.
I'm Dr. Dylan Fogel, and I'm now the new owner of Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry. I'm truly honored to carry forward the tradition of personalized care you've come to know and trust. You'll still see Dr. Kathy and all the familiar faces who make this office feel like home. At Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry, we promise to do everything we can to keep you smiling before, after, and even during your appointment.
Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry will be changing its name to Fogel Family Dentistry in 2026. Find Dr. Dylan Fogel on Fond du Lac Avenue in Fond du Lac.
What's rewarding to me about my job is being able to see apparel that I've printed out in public. That's what makes me feel proud.
I never really look at everybody as just a customer. They're more of a friend. When they come in, my purpose is to make everybody look good and feel comfortable in what they're wearing. It's important for us to build and just have that relationship. You're not just a number. We want to know you, we want to get to know you, we want to work with you. That's one of our main focuses and goals at Hoppers.
Got pain? See Shane. Dr. Shane Bauer at Bauer Chiropractic. Dr. Bauer can help relieve pain in arthritic knees, reduce or relieve pain from degenerative and herniated lumbar discs in your back. Dr. Bauer's laser treatment relieves pain and inflammation. Works like cortisone without the side effects. Dr. Bauer also offers custom orthotics for proper back posture. Since 1998, this area has trusted the team at Bauer Chiropractic. So if you've got pain, see Shane at Bauer Chiropractic.
Each week, Radio Plus Video Sports in partnership with Jeff's Live Streams and Lens Truck Center team up to salute a great Student Athlete of the Week. Congratulations to Laconia's Maddie Taplin.
9 points for her and ties the game at 14. The first time it's been tied. 14. The first time it's been tied since nothing. Taplin trying to answer. She does! Maddie Taplin just missed in that same spot a couple of moments ago, but she comes back and answers and lead back to 3. Moves inside the paint, dish outside. Maddie Taplin tries to answer. She does!
It feels like every time that the Kiel Raiders are able to get a huge momentum swing, a three-pointer, there is somebody on the Spartans that are just going to take a quick shot and answer right back.
What was your mindset into taking those shots?
I don't know, just get the ball and shoot. Yeah.
How are you feeling right now moving on to sectionals coming up?
It's going to be a big game. We just got to have lockdown defense. Well, we really just focus on, defense. Offense, like, your shots will come, but, defense, you got to get the steals.
She helped guide Laconia to a regional championship win over Kiel this past week. Again, Maddie Taplin is our Student Athlete of the Week this week from Lens Truck Center, Radio Plus Video Sports in partnership with Jeff's Live Streams.
We're back here on Radio Plus Video Sports at Hutter Gymnasium. Appreciate the fine folks over at Lenz Truck Center for our Student Athlete of the Week. Each week during both the football and basketball seasons, Radio Plus features a play of the week, and it's brought to you by Lenz Truck. Back here on our Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. You know, it's not often that we start with our Bauer Chiropractic Injury Report. Got pain? See Shane, Dr. Shane Bauer, and the great people at Bauer Chiropractic. But we have to start there tonight because for the Ledgers, Jack Judkins is going to miss some time. Now, you know, assuming that this season doesn't go past this weekend, Judkins will miss the remainder of the season for the Ledgers. That's 10.3 points per game and about 4 rebounds per game that the Ledgers won't have available. He turned his ankle last week at Campbellsport, scored early in the ball game, came down funny, landed awkwardly, and he will not be available here tonight. But for the Vikings, they have a couple of players that aren't going to play tonight. 6'4" junior Gavin Mayer, number 15, not available. He averages about 6.5 points per game. And then number 30, Carson Wassmer, a 5'11" junior, 15.7 points per game, about 4.5 rebounds and about 3 assists per game and 3 steals per game. He leads the team in that defensive category. He's not going to be available tonight for the Vikings. Now, I was just told that here before the game, was not told that was an injury or anything, but just that he won't be available. So a couple of players missing for Valders as well here tonight. So neither team at full strength. Both have a top 3 scorer not available here for this regional quarterfinal here tonight. So that's the Bauer Chiropractic Injury Report. Got pain, see Shane. Take a timeout. We'll come back and we will talk to Coach Kyle Krieger as we get set for the Vikings and the Ledgers here on Radio Plus.
Integrity Saw and Tool is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They wish the best of luck to all local teams this fall and winter. Integrity prides itself on being the fastest producer of high-quality cutting tools and providing the most reliable sharpening service in the industry. If you're looking for a challenging career with excellent benefits and a family atmosphere, contact the team at integritysaw.com. That's integritysaw.com. Marco, the name our area trusts for all things related to your tax return. For over 60 years, our community has trusted the Marco Tax Service at 43 East 3rd Street, Fond du Lac.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture, we're honored to be voted by you to be one of the best mattress stores in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the finest in style, comfort, and quality to the Waupun area.
We've teamed up with amazing brands like Ashley, Lazy Boy, Bestcraft, Marshfield, Best Home Furnishings, Mega Motion to offer you the best selection around.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Make your home a place you truly love with Verhaeg's Furniture Mart.
Love your home from the inside and out with new windows from Infinity from Marvin. Ultrex fiberglass is 8 times stronger than vinyl and virtually maintenance-free. Find out why more people are choosing fiberglass.
Back here in the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show, Fondy Family Dental Coaches Smile interview here with Coach Kyle Krieger from St. Mary's Springs. Coach, get an 8 seed, which, nice part about that is you get to play this first round game here at home. Maybe the downside is you got to see a pretty good team in Valders here tonight. The 9 seed, 10 wins on the season for them. it's interesting. You look at their scoring. They got 3 guys who average in the pretty high double figures. They got 14 and 14 plus, and then they got some other guys that can seems like just contribute enough to kind of get it done for them. What have you noticed on film maybe that you've seen that allows those 3 to be as good as they are?
Well, and you're talking about Valders, not our team, right? I mean, our team is very similar, right, with the 3 guys in double figures, and then you piecemeal the rest of it together to try to score enough points to win. Watching them, on a handful of film that I have, they're a team that's very similar to ours, with very similar offensively. Defensively, they have a tendency to sag their pack line man-to-man, where we like to extend a little bit more, but very similar. Neither team shoots the ball particularly well, but yet we can score. Our records are very similar. The biggest difference I see is that, they're starting 6'3", 6'3", 6'5", which, you've been around. We don't have that. We got a couple 6'3" guys, but that's about it. But their 2 main scorers, 11 and 14, can't remember their names right now, are really good at taking it to the basket. So as you're calling the game, you're going to see 2 teams that offensively mirror each other pretty well. And it'll be, who can win the glass. And that's what we got to try to win.
I know you guys are right in the midst of dealing with injuries and some absences with sickness. I guess just an opportunity maybe for some other guys to get some minutes and see what they got, step up in a big moment, yeah?
Yeah, for sure. And I was looking at that just a couple days ago. I think we've only had 1 guy that's been able to play all 24 games so far, or 25 tonight. We've had our share of injuries. Thankfully, they haven't missed too many games, but now we're getting hit with an injury and some illness. So, last night we got 16 guys on our roster. We practiced with 10 because we had a couple guys out with an academic bowl, and then we had some guys with illness. But nobody cares, right? Nobody cares about the health of our team. I don't care about the health of their team. Both of us are going to try to win tonight.
What are those keys offensively for you guys to be able to break down what you said, kind of looking in the mirror a little bit? What are the keys to kind of breaking that defense down? Maybe a defense that maybe you have a little bit better idea of going into it.
Yeah, I think we got to be able to score 60 points somehow, some way, right? Is that putting a lot on Joey Kuhn and Ben Baker and saying, hey, you guys give us 20 each, and then the rest of the guys will give us 20? Or, like you said, we got some different guys in the lineup. We have room for guys to step up. And who is that going to be? You always need that to make a run in the playoffs, right? You need what you always get, and then you need a couple of guys stepping up. So, I'd like to see Michael Keeble step up. This will be his 3rd game in the row that he started. And I think the first game that he started, it was kind of like, oh, my God, I'm a starter. More is expected. Well, yeah, it is. And I'm hoping that he's more in that groove tonight, being at the 3rd game.
Last one for you. You kind of maybe hinted on it there, but a lot of times they talk about playoffs and the postseason. You get to March, really nice to have good guard play. You guys have that with a couple of experienced guys in the backcourt. You kind of alluded to it, but just how much are you going to lean on guys like Ben Baker and Joey Kuhn on a night like tonight?
Yeah, we're going to lean on them a lot. And, I don't want to say they have the green light or the credit card any shot anytime, but they know that when they're open, they got to catch it ready to score, whether that means drive it or shoot it. And every team kind of has their pecking order, right? And if those 2 guys get a good look, they need to take it. If they pass it, it might be a better look, but it might not be, So Ben's the consummate team player, with our school record for assists. Joey is following right in his footsteps. They're going to try to make the play that will help us win. And, hopefully we make more winning plays than the Vikings do tonight.
Appreciate it, Coach. Good luck. Go get them tonight.
All right. Thank you, Jordan.
There you go. That's Coach Kyle Krieger. Fondy Family Dental. Dr. Chad and his team will make you smile before, after, and yes, even during your appointment. They're the sponsors of our Coach's Smile interview in the pregame show. Our keys to the game tonight are built by Pino Construction. Turn vision into reality with Pino. And you heard Coach Krieger talk about it there, but when the Ledgers have been good on the glass, it's been good. And then it's who can make some shots tonight. And that's very ultra simplified. But look, both of these teams, you heard Coach Krieger talk about it, they got 3 guys that are pretty proficient, now -1 for both of these teams. How are these teams going to get to that 60-point mark? Valders averages about 53 a game. Springs, right in that area as well, 57 a game. So you look at some of the offensive metrics. Now you have one of your top 3 guys go down. Like, how do you step through that and play through that and find a way to put enough points on the board to get a win here tonight and earn your Friday? That's what both these teams trying to do. All right, let's take a timeout. Pre-game show brought to you by Integrity Saw and Tool. When we come back, we'll meet the starting lineups, and we'll be ready to tip things off here on Radio Plus.
Gas prices, home expenses, education. Will those costs always go up? Probably. At Winnebago Lutheran Academy, we can help you with one of them. We are a part of the Wisconsin Parental Choice Program, a program which enables qualifying families to receive a quality Christian education at no cost. That's right, 0 tuition if you qualify. To learn more, visit WLAVikings.org.
Living it for 4 years, loving it forever.
This is Craig Larson, sales manager with locally owned Dufresne Moving and Storage. Moving is very important to me, and I take pride in making sure our clients are happy with their overall experience at a reasonable cost and done in a high quality manner. We have a crew that is dedicated on taking care of your stuff. Call me today for an estimate at 1-800-425-MOVE or visit us at DufresneMoving.com. Dufresne Moving and Storage of Fond du Lac. Making your move and storage of goods simple.
A life in motion is a life well lived. At every age and every stage, we help you do more of the things you love. To keep you moving. To keep you achieving. To keep you striving. At Aurora Healthcare, we make care easier and more accessible than ever.
Bob's Pizza now has its very own dine-in restaurant. Enjoy a family-friendly atmosphere with a cozy dining room, large game room, beautiful full bar, and even coffee next door from Just Love Coffee. With our expanded menu, your party will have no trouble satisfying the whole family. Delicious, legendary pizza for a legendary city. Bob's Pizza on the Avenue.
Back here at Hutter Gymnasium, regional quarterfinal action. Let's meet the starters. Brought to you by Sargento Cheese. Sargento is looking for manufacturing superstars for general production, machine operators, ops quality specialists, and maintenance pros. General production starting at $26 an hour, plus shift premiums for second and third shifts. Go to careers.sargento.com for more info. Starters here tonight between the Valders Vikings and the St. Mary Springs Academy Ledgers. Let's start with the Valders Vikings. Number 3, a 5'11 senior guard, John Vetting. Vetting into the starting lineup here tonight, averages 2 points per game. Number 5 is 6'5 senior Carter Valesky. Valesky averages 5 rebounds per game and about 6 points per game. Number 34 is Austin Ebert, a 5'11 senior guard. Ebert, 2.7 points per game. And then there are 2 leading scorers. Number 11, Mason Stoutinger, a 6'3 junior guard. He averages 19 points and 7 rebounds per game, 6.5 rebounds. And then number 14 is Jacob Olson, a 6'3 senior. Olson averaging 14 points per game and 5 rebounds per game, as well as a couple of steals per night. Those are the starters for the Valders Vikings. And now the starters for the Ledgers. Number 10, 6'2 sophomore Will Jan. Jan, so far this season, in and out of the starting lineup, he averages 2.9 points per game. Number 22 is 6'4 junior Matt Miller. Miller averages 2 points per game. Number 23 is 6 foot junior Joey Kuhn. Kuhn now leads the team with 15 points per game and about 4.5 rebounds and 3 assists per game. Number 25 is 6'3 sophomore Michael Keeble. Keeble just into the starting lineup for the last 3 games. He averages about 3 points per game. And then it all comes down to the 5'10 senior Ben Baker. Wears number 4, the only senior on the team. Averages 14.9 points per game, 3 steals per game, 4.5 assists per game, and 4.5 rebounds per game. Starters, Valders, 3 Vetting, 5 Valesky, 11 Stoudinger, 14 Olson, 34 Ebert. For the Ledgers, 4 Baker, 10 Jan, 22 Miller, 23 Kuhn, 25 Keeble. Close out our Integrity Sawn Tool pregame show with a Right Way Home Improvement opening tip-off. From doors and gutters to roofs and siding, Right Way Home Improvement has you covered. Kick off your home project today and contact Right Way for your free estimate. Call 920-929-8999. That's 920-929-8999. Or visit rightwaybuilt.com. And the Ledgers win the tap, and Ben Baker gets an early look from 3. That comes up short, and the rebound cleared down with Mason Stoudinger. So an early look for Ben Baker. He doesn't get many looks at 3 like that in the Flyway Conference, and Valders perhaps a little fortunate to escape the first possession, still tied scoreless. Here is Stoudinger, now guarded by Baker. Gets it over to the far side with Valesky. Good ball movement here by the Vikings here early on. That ball really snaps around the floor. That's the first thing I notice here is crisp passing from Valders, but an air ball that time from Stoudinger. And maybe that's an area where you could maybe see some improvement for the Ledgers perhaps, is sometimes that ball doesn't quite snap around the floor like it did that possession for Valders. Here goes Joey Kuhn to the hoop, through some contact, gets his own offensive rebound, up and under move. Kuhn can't get it to go the second time around. That was good defense on the interior by the Vikings. And the rebound cleared down here with Valesky. To the corner with Olson. Olson spins working on Matthew Miller, and the kick back down to Valesky. Olson, he's got a good-looking jump shot. He was a couple of possessions during the warm-ups where he rose up for 3. Here's a steal from Ben Baker. Baker picked the pocket of Ebert, and a nice move by Baker, but he couldn't finish. Rebound tapped out, up ahead, and Olson will finish. Oh, no, he won't. He misses. Now Stoudinger has it blocked by Joey Kuhn, and somehow this game is still scoreless. Somehow. Baker missed that one end, and then at the other it was Olson who couldn't get it to go. So maybe some nerves, maybe some rust after a couple of days out. Who knows? But wouldn't have bet to be scoreless after the looks we've seen. Here's a steal from Jan. Up ahead for Kuhn to Keeble, and Keeble gets it to go. So Michael Keeble, of all people, starts the scoring here tonight. The sophomore who Coach Krieger heard in the pregame show, he wants more out of Keeble here tonight. And a strong take to the hoop, but a block as Austin Ebert had his shot deflected. So a good start defensively for the Ledgers, despite giving up one good look. They have a couple of steals, and overall I would say it's been a positive start for them. Here's Valesky. Kicks it out to Vetting. John Vetting, the 5'11 senior guard. Bounces back over to Valesky, who looks far side to Olson. Olson into Stoudinger, who rises up, and he's blocked that time from Will Jan. Jan barely got on the floor against Campbellsport. He picked up so many early fouls. Here's an air ball coming up short from Keeble. Springs retains a 2-0 lead on the Quest Interior scoreboard. Here's Valesky, dribble drive, left hand, switches off to the right. They're letting him play underneath. My goodness, it is physical out there right now in the interior. And a foul whistled here on Olson will be the first of the night. About 3 minutes into this one. High school sports today on RadioPlusInfo.com is presented by these 4 Fond du Lac area Edward Jones financial advisors: Matt Moses, Jeff Wills, Robert Bruce, and Patrick Ellisted. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. So the first foul of the game goes on Olsen. And the Ledgers have it yet again. Nice cut by Will Jan, found by Baker. Jan leaves it short. Rebound tipped around by Brody Stefani, straight to Will Jan. And Jan matches Keeble with the two-pointer. And a 4-0 lead for the Ledgers. Nice job by Brody Stefani on the offensive glass. It's something that Stefani does so well. And he plays with reckless abandon. He's going to pick up 3 or 4 fouls tonight no matter what. Here's another turnover. This time it's Vetting. But yeah, Stefani is fun to watch out there because, yes, he's going to pick up some of the fouls. Yeah, there's maybe a little inexperience out there with some of the plays that he makes. And yeah, sure. But I tell you what, give me a guy who's going to fly around out there, get me some extra possessions. That's what Brody Stefani does. That time, Stoudinger doubled off of his guy to try to force the ball out of Ben Baker's hands. You can tell the scout is to eliminate Ben Baker, and you can't argue with that. And as this time, Baker's eased off of it by Ebert. Ebert gives the ball over to Gearing, and Gearing was loose on the pass looking for Olsen, and here comes a full-court press from Valders. So Valders here not liking what they're seeing defensively, and now they want to try to speed Springs up a little bit in the backcourt. Kuhn breaks the press, gets it down to Brenton Rodriguez. Rodriguez with a 3. And so the Ledgers lead 7-0, and their top 2 guys haven't even scored yet. Talking about Ben Baker and Joey Kuhn. Here's Olsen, going to try the right side. Fires a pass across. Dangerous. And a hook shot underneath is finished by Gavin Mayer. So Mayer is playing tonight. So got some false information in the pregame. No, that's all right. I might have marked the wrong player. So Mayer's out there. He's got the first 2 points for Valders. Keeble. Shot fake, has it poked away by Olsen. Good hands from Olsen. Now Rodriguez wants the other corner. This one is too strong. Offensive rebound, Joey Kuhn. Kuhn thought about going straight back up with it. Instead kicks it out to Ben Baker. And a good job here by Austin Ebert working on Ben Baker defensively. Here's a deflection from Stoudinger. And now they want to trap right across half court working on Brenton Rodriguez. Rodriguez, nice move, down underneath. Brody Stefani finishes at the hoop. Probably should have been a foul underneath there as well. 2 hands to the back of Stefani, but the strength of Brody Stefani finished through the contact. Here's Olsen down with the floater. This one goes for Jacob Olsen, his first bucket of the night. 9-4 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Pass here from Keeble looking underneath to Brody Stefani, and a foul here on Mayer, his first. And the second team foul. Mayer was late getting back there and swiped across the arm of Brody Stefani. So Ben Baker will trigger in the inbounds. Rodriguez is here in the corner, and he's just going to float up to the wing, catch it there. Here goes Brenton Rodriguez. Tries the right side, kicks it down to Lucas Babler. Out to Kuhn, and Kuhn will fire to Rodriguez. So with Keeble and Miller on the bench, a little bit smaller of a lineup perhaps here for the Ledgers, and a pass here off the mark from Ben Baker. Fired that one. He needed the changeup. He threw the fastball to Brody Stefani from about 3 feet away. And a turnover back over to the Vikings and Stoudinger. He's still looking for his first points of the night, averages 19. Here goes Olsen, and Olsen will throw up a wild shot. He'll be bailed out by Rodriguez, who clipped him on the arm. And the first foul on the Ledgers goes on Brenton Rodriguez. Olsen's first free throw, no good. This first portion of the contest brought to you by Wisconsin Lighting Lab. Second free throw for Jacob Olsen, good. Appreciate Wisconsin Lighting Lab and their sponsorship of high school sports. Here's Ben Baker into the front court. Couple of ball fakes there. He's caught. Skip pass over here to Lucas Babler. Babler bobbled it. Bounce pass underneath to Stefani. Out to Babler. Here goes Joey Kuhn. Right side all the way to the hoop. He finishes. Nice move, Joey Kuhn. First points of the night for the Ledgers' leading scorer. Here is Gearing. Kicks it out to Olsen, top of the key, looked into Stoudinger, but a good job by Brody Stefani defensively. Pounding defense by the Ledgers here on this possession. Gearing down the lane. Should be on the floor, but we'll check here. We've seen more and more of the... It is going to be a shooting foul. Seen more and more of the continuation creep into high school sports. And whether you like it or not, that's what the refs have been instructed to do via the new rules. That was one of the emphases this year, was to allow a little bit more of that continuation. And, well, whatever my opinion would be, I would have 50% of the people that didn't like it. Because that's just one of those things. Some people like the continuation that the NBA has to offer, some don't. We've already seen it in college for a while, and now it's making its way down to high school sports. Here's a Bentley Coots three. That one misses strong, and the rebound down with Olsen. Here comes Stoudinger, crosses over against Ben Baker. Nice job by Baker in the mid-post. Gearing in the corner, 11-6. Early lead here for the Ledgers. They led it 7-0 after the first couple of minutes. Here's Valesky. And Baker got his hand in the passing lane yet again. Baker at the rim. And Ben Baker finishes. And a lot of contact afterwards. And Coach Kyle Krieger wants to know why there wasn't a foul. And Coach Schwerer for Valders thought that that Baker touched it afterwards, I think is what he was complaining. So neither coach real happy there. But a 7-point lead for the Ledgers. Here's Baker. On the left wing, nearly had it taken away. Instead gets it to Miller. Bentley Coots. Babler flashes free, top of the key. Baker wants a left corner three, wide open. Baker's got it. Gearing was there, but not nearly close enough to guard Ben Baker. 10-point lead for the Ledgers. Here's Stoudinger. Against 95% of the players in the state, that might be a good guarding position, but not against Baker. Here's Baker, another steal. That's his third. And almost an and one for Ben Baker. He was out in transition, and another foul. This one goes on Gearing. And Baker with 5 points already. Chance at the line to build on that. Baker comes up short. Joey Kuhn going to take a seat. Brenton Rodriguez back onto the floor. 10:23 to go first half. It's been a good first half for the Ledgers. Second free throw for Baker goes down. He's got 6. He's gotten 3 points off of those 3 turnovers. I think he would probably be a little bit frustrated. You'd probably say that. Here's Gearing in the other way. And he finishes at the rim. So he's got 3 points now. And the lead for the Ledgers cut down to 9. Here's Bentley Coots. Dribbled it off his knee, but able to retain possession. That was a short. Oh, that was batted off of Ben Baker's foot. That wasn't repossessed by Baker, but it did touch him. It was batted off of his foot, so it's over to Valders on the turnover. I mean, it was clearly deflected, but I got to be honest. It must be a touch. And that's my fault for not knowing the E's and F's of every rule on the WIA rulebook. Here goes Stoudinger, throws his body into Babler, and he'll be rewarded with a foul call. And that's number 2 on Babler. So Stoudinger yet to score tonight, but he goes to the line. First free throw up and good. You can tell the aggressiveness of Valders is starting to have an impact here early. This is their 6th free throw compared to just 2 for St. Mary's Springs. And their ability to get to the hoop and just kind of throw their body into you has been a difference here early. Here's Joey Kuhn coast to coast, and Coach Schwerer not happy. His team didn't communicate who had Joey Kuhn, and he just got a free trip to the hoop. Now Stoudinger back to the free throw line. This could turn into a free throw shooting contest here in a hurry. Joey Kuhn picks up the foul, and the Ledgers didn't stop the ball nearly quick enough on that possession. I think that was Coach Krieger's point there to his team, is you got to stop the basketball a little bit closer than the mid-post. That time Stoudinger got all the momentum going towards the hoop. He was going to be impossible to stop if it wasn't for a foul. So Stoudinger 3 for 4 from the free throw line. As a team, the Vikings are 5 for 8 here early. Here's Joey Kuhn. Passes underneath Keeble. Keeble finishes at the rim. Nice screen and roll by Michael Keeble. And he's got 4 early points, and the Ledger lead back out to 10. Nice backdoor cut here from Valesky. He's caught down on the post. Skip pass over to the far side. Here's Stoudinger from 3. He missed it well short. Rebound down by Matt Miller. Joey Kuhn got to be careful. Nearly didn't give him a chance to land there on the far side. That would have been a 3-shot foul. Here's a 3 ball from Miller. That comes up short. Rebound down to Valesky. He's up the floor very quickly. And a backdoor cut here to Vetting. Vetting kicks it out. Top of the key. 3 on the way. This one's no good for number 12, Ryland Gearing. Here goes Joey Kuhn, left side, down to Keeble. Corner 3, this is Keeble's shot, missed it. Rebound with Will Jan. Jan goes back up with it, batted out of bounds. It'll stay with the Ledgers. Baker back out there now. So Coach Krieger able to get a couple of minutes for both Joey Kuhn and Ben Baker here in this first half, and Baker's going to lob into Brody Stefani. Give it to Keeble. They're trying to screen for Kuhn, and Keeble threw it straight to Stoudinger, who has it poked away by Joey Kuhn. Good hustle by the junior to re-earn the basketball back. He was on his horse and caught up to Stoudinger in a hurry. Here's Stefani in the corner. Kuhn cuts through. Baker top of the key. Here's Will Jan. Jan has it poked away by Olsen, and Olsen's going to go coast to coast. This time, he misses this one as well. It's a second missed layup by Olsen, and it's tied up underneath. A lot of contact there. Olsen probably lucky to escape picking up foul number 2, stripping that ball away from Will Jan, but he couldn't finish at the other end. This portion of the game brought to you by Michaels Corporation. In and underneath inbounds here for Ebert and the Vikings. Ebert bounces underneath, and Valesky can't get it to go. So there's a lid on the hoop there for these short ones for the Vikings. Here goes Olsen, dribbled it out past his head. Here's Valesky once again. This misses as well. The Vikings struggling at the hoop. Here's Will Jan. Good find from Joey Kuhn. Jan has it blocked. Oh, you got to wear a helmet and some shoulder pads underneath tonight. Both teams just getting after it underneath. Here's Vetting at the rim. He gets it to go finally. In the lead for the Ledgers, back down to 8 points with 7:21 to go first half. Kuhn, Keeble in the corner. Bounces down to Baker on the block. Baker skip pass out to Kuhn. And he was not where Kuhn expected him, where Baker expected him to be. So an unforced error there from the Ledgers, and here comes Brenton Rodriguez, and he'll replace Joey Kuhn. So Ebert will bring it up the floor and then give it to Stoudinger, who uses a screen. Stoudinger, middle of the paint. Working against Stefani, has it that was Brenton Rodriguez who stripped it away. And Rodriguez now has it on the other side of the floor. 3 comes up short. Oh, it crawls over the edge for Brenton Rodriguez, his second triple of the night. And the Ledgers have matched their largest lead of the ball game here with 11. Here's Valesky, kicks it to the corner with Ebert. He's going to dribble drive on the baseline. Skip pass to Stoudinger. Shot fake against Baker. Gets to the middle of the paint. Kicked far side. Olsen for 3. This one rattles around, no good. Looked good from Olsen. Wouldn't fall. Here's Jan. Thought about an entry pass to Stefani. Instead goes back out to Ben Baker. Baker going to use a Keeble screen. Here's Keeble. Pick, pop, 3 ball on the way. This one comes up short. Rebound down with Will Jan over to Brenton Rodriguez. And here's Jan underneath, got free. Jan, offensive rebound, poked away, stays with the Ledgers. Hope Olson's all right. He kind of let out a yell there when he went down. He's walking it off. Seems like he's all right. Jacob Olson, 3 points here in this first half. Here's Stefani. Kuhn, jab step, dribble drive. Kuhn, fouled. Vetting picks up the foul this time, 4th team foul. Both teams have picked up 4 team fouls. And it will be Joey Kuhn's first trip to the line tonight. First free throw for Kuhn, no good. Kuhn is the team's best free throw shooter, and, again, I don't have the percentages in front of me. All I'm saying is when there's a technical foul, they send Kuhn to the free throw line even if Baker's out there. And so that tells you what the team thinks. Second free throw for Joey Kuhn. This one looks strong too. Yeah, both of them too strong. Offensive rebound, Matt Miller finishes at the rim. So Miller able to get his first bucket of the night. And look at this. All of a sudden there's 7 Ledgers that have scored, and they have doubled up Valders here in the first half. 13-point lead. Stoutinger poked away from Joey Kuhn. That should be Ledger basketball. It is. Last touch by Stoutinger. And Valders going to once again full court press with Ben Baker off of the floor. Here's Brenton Rodriguez. Rodriguez gets across the timeline, bounces down to Miller. Miller to Keeble. Keeble got to be careful. He gives it to Rodriguez. Kuhn, corner, Coots. 5.5 minutes before halftime. The Ledgers looking to build some more momentum here in the first half. Here's Bentley Coots. Dribble drive on the baseline. Right side goes up with the shot. It's good. And a time here for Valders. They thought there was a travel there. Nothing whistled. And we'll see if we got a 30 or a full here. Full timeout for Valders. Let's see our Lens Truck Center play of the game.
Each and every week, Lens Truck Center and Radio Plus Video Sports salute a great play of the game. Congratulations to the Ledgers of St. Mary Springs Academy. They went on a huge run in Campbellsport to solidify our play of the game.
Here's Rodriguez. Top of the key with Will Jan, near side Ben Baker. Here's Kuhn, comes free on the far side. Kuhn, jump stops, up and under move, beautiful. Joey Kuhn's got 7.
Again, Play of the Game is sponsored each and every week by Lens Truck Center and Radio Plus Video Sports.
Back here at Hutter Gymnasium. High School Sports Today on RadioPlusInfo.com is presented by these 4 Fond du Lac area Edward Jones financial advisors: Matt Moses, Jeff Wills, Robert Bruce, and Patrick Ellisted. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Baker coming back in out of this timeout for Springs. And the Ledgers have a 15-point lead here in the first half on that Quest Interiors scoreboard. And with with Coots scoring, now that's 8 different Ledgers that have scored on a team that has had halves where only 2 or 3 guys have scored. Here's another miss inside for Valders, and they've left a lot of points off the board that have come right at the hoop. Here's another Brenton Rodriguez 3. This one misses strong. Rebound tipped around, taken in by Stoutinger. He fires it up ahead to Olson. Olson wide open in the corner, going to dribble drive to the middle of the paint. Nice ball fake, but then he fades away. There was an opportunity for him to go straight at the hoop there. Instead, he faded away and left it short. Kuhn telegraphed that one to Miller, and it was taken away by Stoutinger, and Mason Stoutinger's first field goal comes almost 14 minutes into this contest. So he's got 5 points, 3 of them coming at the free throw line. And that's, I guess, one of the obvious good starts for the Ledgers is holding Stoutinger, who averages 19 points per game, to just 5 so far. Olson averages about 14 and a half-ish. He's got 3, so check that, 14 points per game. Here's Joey Kuhn, far side with Rodriguez. Looks like a zone. It's hard to see with how the Ledgers are running it, but it looks like a zone right now for Valders, and that time it got to the short corner with Bentley Coots, and Coots finishes at the rim. So Springs responds right back the other way. Here's Gearing. Kicks it out to the point guard, Ebert there, excuse me. And here's Stoudinger, gets to the left hand again, goes up with the right hand, middle of the paint, left it short. Ledger's just walling up in the paint and making life really, really difficult to finish in there. Here's a pass nearly taken away, and Ben Baker saves it down to the corner. Here's a three for Rodriguez, left it short, excuse me. And the rebound down here with Vetting. Vetting quickly the other way into the front court. Left wing crosses against Kuhn. Down to the corner here with Olsen. And the Ledger is switching a lot of things as well. A lot of these ball screens just aren't working because Springs is switching. That was kicked by Ben Baker, nearly kicked it in the hoop. Underneath, inbound coming for the Valders Vikings. Both teams with 4 fouls here in this first half. That has been ultra physical. And a lot of times you see that, you know, I would kind of expect this to tighten up a little bit in terms of the whistle in the second half. But don't get anyone in foul trouble if they don't earn it here in the first half. And I think these officials have done a tremendous job. And Zane Wilson, a late addition to the table, but granted admission onto the floor. So Zane Wilson out there for the first time today. He replaces Brenton Rodriguez, who has 6 points. There's a bad inbounds pass, and it's taken by Ben Baker. Baker's 4th steal of the first half, and that's another finish that's as easy as you like for Baker. Here's Gearing, bounces to Stoudinger. Stoudinger left it short again. Offensive rebound, and he's tripped by Brody Stefani. So Baker up to 8 points in this first half. He has terrorized Valders on the defensive side of the floor here so far. 4 steals, and all of them coming like pick sixes in football. I mean, just no one in front of him. And here's another foul. I think Zane Wilson's going to pick up the foul here. Yeah, Wilson reached around. And so there's the 6th team foul, and 2 fouls on the Ledgers in the span of about a second and a half. Here's Gearing, bounces to the far side. That was kind of an ill-advised pass, and it's tied up, no whistle. Looked like a jump ball. No whistle forthcoming. Here's Gearing, dribble drive, and a block on Ben Baker. Really not enough contact to call a foul at all, but Baker fell over. So that's number 1 on Baker, and it's, they're going to call a shooting foul here. Interesting, because that was a player. Well, yeah, interesting. Oh, player control foul would have been the other way, excuse me. But no 1-and-1. They're going to, the players knew it should have been a 1-and-1, but the referees said it was 2 shots anyway. There's more of that continuation that we continue to see. So 2 for 2 from Gearing from the free throw line. He's got 5 points now, as the Vikings using their big advantage from the charity stripe to keep themselves in this game. They trail by 15 right now, and here's a bad pass from Wilson taken by the Vikings, and Gearing finishes at the rim. And a foul on Baker, I do believe. Yeah, Ben Baker's going to pick up 2 cheap ones right here at the end of the half. And after the melees that we've seen underneath the hoop all half, now a couple of cheap ones whistled on the Ledgers, and just like that, 4 fouls in about a 30-second span on Springs. And Gearing makes do there as well, so he's got 5 straight points. We've seen that physicality all game long. It just now has started becoming a foul. Here's Keeble. 3 ball on the way. This is well deep, and the air ball caught on the near side with Stoudinger, who's into the front court. Working on Baker. Baker got to be careful not to pick up number 3. Stoudinger does a good job to keep that pivot foot down. That was not a travel. I think a couple of Ledger fans wanted it to be, but that was a good job by Stoudinger. Here's the floater as Gearing stays mighty aggressive and should have picked up a foul there, and Coach Krieger wants a timeout. 30-second timeout. Let's take the 30 with them. Back after this on Radio Plus.
People have a reluctance to go see the dentist. It's an easy thing to put off or avoid altogether. But one visit to the caring professionals at Fondi Family Dental will change the way you think about the dentist. They provide quality family dental services to all ages in a happy, honest, and efficient manner that teaches and involves you on your custom plan. If you don't have insurance, ask about their new membership plan that can save you money. Call or schedule online today at FondiFamilyDental.com.
That timeout taken by Coach Kyle Krieger, trying to settle his team down. They led by 17 just about a minute ago, and that lead has dwindled down to a dozen. Still well in control and still on pace to score 60 tonight. That's what Coach Krieger thought. Heard him in the pregame. He said, we got to find a way to score 60. If we do that, we think we can win. Have a good shot to win. And right now, he would be absolutely right, especially when you look at the lack of field goals that Valders has made. It's a lot of it has just come from the charity stripe. Here's Jan, kicks it to Keeble, down underneath. Brody Stefani, shot fake there, no foul. And then a late whistle, my goodness. Will Jan nearly put the rebound back up before the whistle came in. And it's going to go on Gavin Mayer. It's number 2 on him. And Stefani will go to the charity stripe. My goodness. Will Jan nearly had the ball back through the hoop. It was a welcome sight for the Ledgers fans and coaches after picking up 4 fouls in quick succession on the previous possession. So Stefani misses the first. The Ledgers have not done themselves any favors from the free throw line. Not only do they have about 10 less free throws attempted than Valders, they're shooting poorly from the line. They're 2 for 6. I'm not a mathematician, but that's like 33%. 13-point lead for the Ledgers. Here's Keeble defending Stoudinger. Nice backdoor cut from Gearing once again. Gearing at the rim, able to finish. Rylan Gearing with terrific balance there, and he has been a revelation for the Vikings here tonight. They have needed everything they've gotten from him, and he's had a very nice first half. Keeble misses. Rebound tipped around. Stefani able to collect. Baker. Joey Kuhn, 53 seconds left. Coach Krieger's going to see if they can hold for one final shot here in the second half. Baker's got it left wing. They got 44 seconds to kill. And Kuhn's going to stand out on that Ledger S. Now they're going to try to trap Baker. That looping pass down to the corner. Rodriguez for 3. Missed it. Oh, man, a big push underneath. Ebert got away with one there. Just displaced Keeble. Here's the block from Stefani. Back the other way. Coach Krieger says, calm down. We want the final shot of the half. Kuhn to Baker. 13 seconds left. Keeble. Corner, Rodriguez. He's wide open. 3 on the way. Little too strong. Rebound down with Stoudinger. Trapped in the backcourt. Can the Vikings get off a half-court shot? Here's the heave on the left side, taken in by Stefani. That's halftime. Ebert can't get it to go. So a hectic end to that first half. And it ends with a Ledger 11-point lead here at the intermission, 33-22 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. Let's take a timeout. Come back with our Holiday Automotive halftime show. Stay with us.
Walk right in. That's the laid-back feeling you have when you work with the Roush Insurance Agency in Fond du Lac. Their agents are dedicated to putting your mind at ease when you make your insurance decisions. They live, work, and play here, and will make sure that they are there at the time of need for their clients and families. Visit RoushINS.com for more information or walk right in. 770 South Main Street in Fond du Lac. The Roush Insurance Agency, your hometown insurance team for over 30 years.
Just like a great team, National Exchange Bank and Trust knows that success is built on strong relationships and trust. Since 1933, the bank has been locally owned and focused on serving the needs of our community so that our friends and neighbors can live the life they want. Let National Exchange Bank and Trust be your financial teammate for life. Because when it comes to your financial goals, we're here to help you stay ahead of the game. Visit nebat.com to learn more.
Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematory in Fond du Lac, a proud sponsor of local high school sports. Don and the team at Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematory invite you to discover who has made Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematory the ultimate provider of creating healing experiences in the community. To find out more about Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematories, visit kirkyfuneralchapel.com.
Don Kirky and staff, Kirky Funeral Chapel.
Good luck to all area athletes from the entire staff at Kirky Funeral Chapel.
The Rademan family has been quarrying and producing natural stone products for over 50 years. Is your driveway in need of repair? Here at Rademan's, our crushed stone division provides our customer with stone needed for maintaining your gravel driveway. Our quarry stone division provides landscape stones such as stepping stones and retaining wall stone for your outdoor living areas. We also offer natural thin and full veneer stone for interior applications such as fireplaces or outdoor applications to combine with or replace your siding or brick. Rademan Stone and Landscape Company, where we have the materials to do the best work on earth.
Life is full of milestones, big and small. At Fond du Lac Credit Union, we're proud to be a part of your journey. From landing your first job, to moving into your dream home, starting a family, or planning for what's next, we make the money part easy so you can focus on what matters most. Whatever stage you're in, we're right there with you. Fond du Lac Credit Union, here for life and every stage along the way. For more information, visit fdlcu.com or stop in today.
At our store, it's about the people, and it's about the experience you have from the minute you walk through our doors. It's about serving you and listening to what you came in for. It's having real conversations with people in our community, and it's giving back. It's being a one-stop shop for all your electronic, appliance, and home furniture needs. Since 1922, we've been sharing our knowledge and providing pieces that make your life just a little bit better. Silica for your home.
Keller, building trust since 1960.
All right, back here at Hutter Gymnasium, Jordan King with you here in the Radio Plus broadcast booth. Josh Guy punching the buttons, and we got Cam on the cam tonight. Appreciate their help this evening as well. Halftime score, 33-22 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. Our halftime show brought to you by Holiday Automotive. Holiday, it's worth the trip. And let's give you the leading scorers here tonight in the 8-9 matchup. Winner trying to earn the right to go to Howard's Grove coming up on Friday. The Tigers got their team in attendance here tonight, right down in front of us, and they are getting a scout in here on the Ledgers and the Vikings here tonight. Let's start with the trailing Valders Vikings. John Vetting with 2 points, Gavin Mayer with 2 points. 3 for Jacob Olson, normally averages 14. And then Mason Stoudinger, who averages 19 points per game. He's got 5. But Rylan Gearing off the bench, 10 points. And, hey, look, almost half the output offensively for the Vikings coming off the bench with Gearing. And that's it's been much needed here tonight. The only, the one thing I will say, 8 of the 22 points coming from the free throw line in that first half. You take away, the Ledgers can clean up the inside. This lead could have been bigger. I mean, it was 17 at one point, dwindled down here to 11 at halftime. For the Ledgers, 2 points for Matt Miller, 2 for Will Jan, 3 for Brody Stefani, 4 apiece for Bentley Coots, Joey Kuhn, Michael Keeble, 6 for Brenton Rodriguez. He hit a couple of threes. And then Ben Baker has 8 points to lead the way. And I think if you told Coach Kyle Krieger you'll have 8 guys score in the first half, what do you think about that? I guarantee you he would say, sign me up for that, yes please. So there you go. Those are the scorers for the Ledgers. Halftime score elsewhere, Laconia has a 10-point lead in the 6-11 matchup against Valley Christian. No score from Amro. And no score yet from Kohler. We'll see if we can get our hands on some of those here during the rest of the halftime, which is brought to you by our friends over at Holiday Automotive. Let's take another timeout. We'll come back with the second half right after this on Radio Plus.
A life in motion is a life well lived. At every age and every stage, we help you do more of the things you love. To keep you moving, to keep you achieving, to keep you striving. At Aurora Healthcare, we make care easier and more accessible than ever.
Here we go.
For nearly 50 years, Pinot Buildings has created the highest quality post-frame buildings. Headquartered in Rosendale, Wisconsin, we proudly serve the Badger State and Illinois. We deliver unparalleled craftsmanship and quality with all the warmth and care you'd expect from a small-town family business. Whether you're planning a large commercial or agricultural project, a barn-dominium, or a smaller personal shop or structure, Pinot Buildings are built for you and designed to last. Connect with us to get started.
At Musa Sheet Metal, they spend generations building a better everyday life. They don't just build panels, they build a legacy. They're growing, innovating, and pushing the limits again with their brand new 24-gauge stocked steel line. Musa colors created by the Musa team, 25 bold choices ready to go. Delivering the best solutions in architectural sheet metal. Say hi to the Musa apprentices. They're your neighbors, your classmates, and the future of the industry. Musa Sheet Metal, revolutionizing steel, building the future.
A personal experience with a custom feel. Each home Smith Builders builds is unique. Their design and selections perfectly crafted for you. To learn more, visit smithbuildersinc.com or stop by 227 Morris Court. Smith Builders of Fond du Lac. Traditional values, exceptional services. A proud sponsor of local high school sports.
It's more than just a job. It truly is a family. They value you, great pay, great benefits. They definitely care about setting people up for success in their retirement years. I don't see a reason to want to leave.
Glad to have you along here. Second half of action just about to tip off here between the Ledgers and the Vikings. 5-seeded Kohler all over Mishicot. They would lead by 20 at the half. That's the 5-12 winner. That one goes to Winnebago Lutheran on Friday. Be able to watch that one right here on Radio Plus Video Sports. This portion of the game brought to you by Aurora Healthcare. Who do you trust with your family's health for aches and pains, physicals, and sports injuries? Fond du Lac families choose Aurora Healthcare and Dr. Marshall Rutherford. A family medicine specialist, Dr. Rutherford is your go-to for keeping your family healthy. Learn more at aurora.org/doctors. Ledgers with an 11-point halftime lead on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Springs hit 3 threes in that first half. Had countless other good looks at it. And we'll see if Valders stays in this zone. Springs, you got to feel like they may be going to have to hit some shots. Here's a Keeble 3 to start off the second half. Comes up well short. Tipped out by Miller. Straight to Kuhn. Kuhn to the rack and finishes. Joey Kuhn's got a quick bucket here in the second half, and the lead back out to 13 points. Here's Olsen. He wants to see if he can get fired up in the second half. That one comes up short, and the rebound is long out to Miller. Hands off to Jan, who hands off to Baker. Near side with Joey Kuhn. Kuhn hounded out here near half court, and he quickly gets the ball back from Ben Baker. Kuhn back to Baker. Keeble flashes on the far side. Instead, it's Kuhn on the near side, down to Miller. Miller in the short corner. Kuhn thought about the three. He's going to skip it over to Michael Keeble, who couldn't quite control it. He was ready to trigger up another one. Good pass by Keeble underneath to Miller, who snaps it back over to Jan. Jan can't finish. And the rebound is down with Valesky. Here in the corner is Vetting. Valesky has it batted away by Keeble, and then Vetting looking for Valesky, and it goes through his hands. So 2 empty trips for Valders to start this second half, and Baker will get Vetting on his hip, give it to Kuhn, dishes underneath to Miller. Miller spins, goes up with the shot, missed it, and the rebound tipped over to Valesky, who gives it to Olsen, who's going to work against Ben Baker. Hand off to Valesky. Dribble drive against Baker. Baker with 2 fouls in that first half. Both of them came with about 2.5 minutes to go. Here's a 3 for Stoudinger. Good. Mason Stoudinger with just his second field goal of the night, but he's up to 8 points. Joey Kuhn shovels it back to Baker near the half-court stripe. Keeble. Tell you what, you got to be strong there, allowing the slap on the wrist when you're holding the basketball. You got to be strong here tonight. Here's Jan, far side. 3 on the way for Joey Kuhn. Kuhn buries it. Kuhn's got 5 second-half points. Already outdone his total from the first half. Here comes Ebert. Ebert bounces down to Stoudinger, who left it short. It was blocked by Baker. Stoudinger has it come up short again. Miller that time got a hand on it. And Baker up ahead finds Jan. Will Jan finishes at the rack. Just like that, lead back out to 15 for the Ledgers, 40-25 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Keeble fouls Stoudinger, and he'll go to the charity stripe. So Stefani going to check in, I would assume, for Keeble here early in half number 2. And Stoudinger to the free throw line for the 3rd time tonight. He's 3 for 4. That one flat, but goes down. Is shoulder pain keeping you up at night? For pain relief, Fond du Lac Families trust Aurora Healthcare and Dr. Lauren Potter. There are many causes of shoulder pain. As a shoulder specialist, Dr. Potter has the advanced training to take care of your injury. Learn more at aurora.org/ortho. Stoudinger, 2 for 2 from the stripe. Lobs pass to Keeble from Baker. Keeble, 3-ball rattles home. Back-to-back threes, one from Kuhn, one from Keeble. And they are big shots for the Ledgers as they try to keep the Vikings at bay here in half number 2. Stoudinger working on Keeble. Stoudinger kicks it back out to Vetting. Down to the corner. Here's Ebert on the drive, and he can't get it to go. Oh, Ebert cleared out Kuhn there, and they're going to get Kuhn on the foul. They got the wrong guy there. Ebert ran Kuhn over, and Kuhn whistled for the foul. Interesting call. And it will send Ebert to the free throw line. Kuhn had something to say right afterwards, too. He has got to be careful. He turned around, and the ref was pretty demonstrative to him. And got to be careful. You don't want to give anything free here in terms of letting your emotions boil over the edge. 1 for 2 from the line for Ebert. And the lead for the Ledgers back down to 15. Oh, here's another 3. 3 possessions, 3 threes for the Ledgers. Brenton Rodriguez with his 3rd triple of the night. And Springs making it rain here in the second half. Timeout, Valders. It's a full timeout. Let's take it with them. The Ledgers have their biggest lead of the night. It's 18 right now, back after this.
Are you or a loved one living with the discomfort and hopelessness of peripheral neuropathy? The tingling, the numbness, the life-altering pain? Are you tired of taking medications that only mask the symptoms or don't work at all? You don't have to live like that anymore. Introducing New Medical Center, your beacon of hope in the fight against peripheral neuropathy. Our team of dedicated specialists uses the latest advancement in medical technology to help you regain control of your life. Our personalized treatment plans are designed to reduce your pain, improve your balance, and restore your quality of life. life, all while targeting the cause of your neuropathy. Visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com.
Look at the Springs huddle here back at Hutter Gymnasium. Glad to have you along with us. Second half has started out mighty well for the Ledgers. They've already scored 13 second half points compared to just 6 for Valders. Whether you're playing in a rec league or in the majors, sitting out due to injury is no fun. If pain has moved you to the sidelines, Aurora Sports Health can help get you back in the lineup. Start with a free injury evaluation from Aurora Sports Health, where you can request one today at aurora.org/sports. Just what the doctor ordered from a Springs perspective here to start the second half. They have busted out of the gates here with some hot shooting. That's included 3 straight possessions with made three-pointers. Here's Stoudinger working on Brody Stefani. Hands off to Olsen, who meets Stefani right in the hole there. My goodness, nice cut from Stoudinger, and he's fouled by Brent Rodriguez. He'll go back to the charity stripe yet again. And the second verse seems to be the same as the first for Valders. They're getting all sorts of trips to the charity stripe with their aggressiveness to the hoop. They're so difficult to defend, and the Ledgers are finding that out in a big way here tonight. 3 team fouls for the Ledgers, none yet in half number 2 on Valders. Second free throw crawls over the front edge, and Stoudinger is now 6 for 8 from the line. Kuhn will bring it into the front court for Springs, go all the way to the hoop where he's stripped by Ebert. Nice play by Ebert, great hands. He's coming back the other way, goes up against Baker, and Baker will draw the foul. Rich Reading, another trip to the line. This will be free throws 18 and 19 for Valders compared to just 6 for the Ledgers tonight. So the Ledgers got to find a way to stop fouling. Easier said than done. They have picked up a ton here tonight. And the free throw line is pretty much the only thing that's kept Valders in it, their ability at the stripe. This one comes up short from Ebert. Mayer back onto the floor for Valders. Second free throw up and good. So Ebert stays 50%. He's 2 for 4. 14 minutes left in this one. Baker into the front court. Gets to the mid post. Kicks to Stefani, who thought about the 3, thought better of it. Kicks it out to Brenton Rodriguez. The previous 3 offensive possessions have ended with made threes for the Ledgers. And here is Ben Baker out near half court. Near side with Keeble. Keeble looks underneath to Stefani. Nice pass from Keeble and a push on Mayer. That's number 3 on Mayer, and he can't figure out what he did wrong there. So 3 on Mayer. And an underneath inbounds coming from the Ledgers. Bentley Coots back onto the floor. He scored 4 first half points. He replaces Michael Keeble, who rattled home a 3-ball just a couple of moments ago. Here's Baker for 4 straight possessions with a 3. This one misses. Rebound, tapped around, taken in by Mayer. Up ahead to Ebert. Gets it to Olsen. Olsen gets the dribble drive, and he throws it away. Here's Brenton Rodriguez. Foul there by Ebert in the backcourt. And back-to-back fouls on Valders. And that is just the first on Ebert. So Baker will catch in the backcourt and take it to the front court. Get to the mid post. That one's batted away. Baker saves it over to Coots. Top of the key, Joey Kuhn. Kuhn just re-entered into the contest. Baker's got it again. Just rattled out a 3 on the previous possession. Stefani dribbles over, hands off to Joey Kuhn. Kuhn, dangerous pass out to Baker. Baker able to get gearing on his hip and then goes past him now into the lane. Ball fake there. That misses. Stefani able to poke it back to the Ledgers and then throws it away. So Stefani nearly earns an extra possession for Springs, but not able to find a pass to the near side. Here's Olsen. Dribble drive, kicks to the corner. 3 ball on the way for Ebert. Cashed. Ebert and Studinger each have hit a 3 here in half number 2. Valders did not make one in the first half. Here's Joey Kuhn. Kuhn has it batted away straight to Baker, excuse me. Baker, deep 3 from Ben Baker. Oh, he thought he made it. Rattled around, no good. Stoudinger out in transition, behind the back dribble. Working on Brody Stefani, gives it to Mayer. Back to Stoudinger. Stoudinger, dribble drive to the short corner. Has to get it back out here to Gearing. Working on Baker. Baker's got to be careful. Here's Olsen. 3 ball from the corner. That one's no good. Nice rebound, Stefani on the far side. And the Ledger is able to clear the possession with a 13-point lead on the Quest Interior scoreboard. Here's Stefani. Looking for Brenton Rodriguez. Now fires a long pass to Baker. Coots. Far side, Kuhn. Baker curls around a screen. Now Stefani is top of the key. Here's Bentley Coots. He can hit him from there. Coots tries it, and he's got it. Bentley Coots, and the Ledger's 3-point barrage continues here in half number 2. And the lead back out to 16. Olsen down to Mayer. Mayer working against Coots, and he finishes. Nice move by Gavin Mayer, and they really haven't gotten him going at all off the bench. He's got 4 points. But I'll tell you what, the 2 times he's gotten it that deep, he has finished strong at the hoop. Once in the first half, once just now. Here's Ben Baker, and Baker able to draw the foul there on Gearing. So 3 straight fouls called on Valders. It was 4-0 on the foul count. Now it's 4-3. That was number 2 on Gearing. Baker to the stripe. He's 1 for 2 there today, looking for his first points of the second half. That one rattles around no good. Jan back onto the floor. He's going to replace Stefani. And Baker's going to get a break here if he makes the free throw. Matt Miller subbing in for him, and he'll come in right now. So Baker heads to the bench with 9 points for the time being. And the lead sitting at 15. 18 was the largest lead here tonight. Happened about 3 or 4 minutes ago. Here goes Gearing down to the corner. Olsen shot fake there, goes past Miller. Miller does a good job to recover. Good ball movement. Ends up with Gearing. He's working on Matt Miller now. He gets to the middle of the paint. Floater up. Missed it. Rebound. Down with Joey Kuhn. And Kuhn has got a finger to the eye there, and they should really stop the game, as there's a head injury, and now they do. Joey Kuhn had the rebound. I mean, there was no reason for him to let go of that basketball unless he was actually in serious pain, and so you can't question that. Kuhn's going to go to the bench now, get some treatment from athletic trainer Schwartz over there. And Ben Baker, well, his breaks are usually short-lived, and that one extra short-lived. And the Ledgers, you got to feel like with the ramped-up Valders pressure, they've shown more pressure here in the second half than maybe they did in the first, other than a couple of token presses in the first half. Got to feel like Joey Kuhn's going to be a big deal tonight. Here's Brenton Rodriguez. He gets fouled by Austin Ebert. Ebert earned that one. And number 2 on Ebert. And Kuhn's going to check right back in. He's ready to roll. And they're going to take Ben Baker right back out. So Coach Krieger wants a couple of extra blows for Ben Baker. And so Kuhn back onto the floor. And Kuhn straight back into the action. No rest for the weary. Here's Brenton Rodriguez. Backdoor cut by Bentley Coots. Down to the corner with Will Jan. Jan to Kuhn. Coots has it now from Miller. Back over to Joey Kuhn. This 2-3 zone was more successful than the man was in the first half for Valders, but here in half number 2, Springs has started to hit some shots. Here's Bentley Coots. Coots has that one batted away. Stoudinger in those long arms getting in passing lanes. Here goes Joey Kuhn. Kuhn, left side of the paint, kicks it out to Rodriguez. Rodriguez is hip checked by Olsen. Here goes Rodriguez, throws it away. Straight to the Vikings, and here goes Olsen. No, he can't finish at the rim through the contact, so he'll head to the free throw line. Fifth team foul on Springs. Just the first on Bentley Coots. First free throw for Jacob Olsen is good. He was 1 for 2 prior to that. Just his second trip to the line. He's got 4 points now. He averages 14 on the season. Second free throw for Olsen, good as well. And more of this full court token pressure with Ryland Gearing. Baker breaks the pressure down to the corner with Miller underneath to Bentley Coots. He's found some space down there when he cuts to the hoop, and Bentley Coots, just like that, is up to 9 points tonight. And here's a steal from Joey Kuhn. Kuhn going right back at Ebert, spins, block on Ebert. That's number 3 on Ebert. Very minimal contact there. And I don't blame the Valders. They're not too happy about that. We've seen some gladiatorial combat down there, and that one was not quite that. But 5 team fouls apiece and 3 fouls on Ebert. Baker, corner, Kuhn, Keeble, top of the key, dribble drive. So nice shovel pass underneath. Bentley Coots is into double figures on the pretty pass from Michael Keeble. Oh, what a play by the sophomore. Keeble shoveling it to the junior, and now a deflection by Ben Baker. Stoudinger able to retrieve. And now here goes Olsen yet again on the right side. This time he finishes. Olsen with his second field goal of the night, and he is up to 7 points in the ballgame. Baker breaks the press. Far side with Keeble. Baker, dribble drive, left side. There's the hand check on Gearing. And that's number 3 on him. And this is kind of what I expected. They let him play a little bit more in the first half. Now the second half, things tightening up quite a bit. And we already have 11 combined team fouls between the two teams. Here's Baker. We barely got to that mark in the first half. Here's Will Jan. Back out to Coots. Coots tries to hand off to Baker. Good persistence by Ebert. He's got the steal. He's got the finish. Austin Ebert with a beautiful defensive play, and he's up to 7 points as well. Baker with the rip through, working on Olsen, and he's caught in the backcourt. More of the hand check there that the Springs fans are not happy about. Here goes Baker, left side. Oh, won't fall for Baker, but he'll go to the line. Chance to get into double figures at the charity stripe. He's got 9. 13-point lead on the Quest Interior scoreboard for the Ledgers. High School Sports Today on RadioPlusInfo.com is presented by these 4 Fond du Lac area Edward Jones Financial Advisors: Matt Moses, Jeff Wills, Robert Bruce, and Patrick Ellowstead. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. So Baker is 2 for 4 from the free throw line. First free throw here, no good. They've all kind of been strong. A couple of them have rattled in, but he's missed the front end of all 3 trips so far tonight. By the way, that was number 4 on Austin Ebert. So he has to take a seat, and he was instrumental on a couple of different plays here in the second half. All 7 of his points coming here after halftime. So Baker into double figures with 10, under 8 to play. Stoudinger. Vikings trying to cut into a 14-point deficit. Here's a 3 from Olsen. That one rattles around, no good. Rebound down with Bentley Coots. Oh, I'll tell you what. Yeah, that's, I was just going to say, Gearing's got to be careful. He had 3 fouls, and now he gets a reaching foul about 75 feet away from the hoop, and that's number 4 on him. So 4 on Ebert, 4 now on Gearing. We're going to see Cale Zimmerman for the first time tonight. The 6'3 senior is going to replace Gearing. So Bentley Coots building on a excellent night for him. He's got 11. And the free throw from the bonus, no good. So a front end missed yet again for the Ledgers. They have been woeful from the line tonight. Have Springs. Should Valders find a way to come back and upset Springs? The free throw disparity in the execution at the free throw line. Valders shooting very well from the free throw line. They're going to go here again as the Ledgers just have not adjusted. And 2 more shots coming here for Jacob Olson, who's 3 for 4 from the line.
2 shots now for Jacob Olson.
First free throw for Olson crawls over the front edge and is good. After this free throw, Valders will have shot 23 of them. Springs hasn't hit 10 yet. That free throw no good for Jacob Olson, so he is 4 for 6. Here's Ben Baker. Lobs to Joey Kuhn, who gives it to Keeble. Back over to Baker. Thought about the 3. Goes past Zimmerman, down to the corner with Kuhn. He thought about the 3. Springs going to use a little bit more time. Kuhn fires it into the student section. He thought it was deflected. It didn't look like it. And it's going back the other way. So a turnover for Springs in the 13-point lead. Valders has gotten it to 11 once here in the second half, but it's been mostly 13-plus. And here you go. Here's the 3 for Zimmerman. Cale Zimmerman hadn't been on the floor until Gearing got into foul trouble. Now it's a 10-point contest. Can the Ledgers settle things down and get a good offensive possession? Here's Brody Stefani. Near side with Kuhn. Baker able to get free from Zimmerman. Baker standing out near half court. Now here's Brody Stefani and a foul. 6:16 to go, and the foul game has started here from Coach Schwerer as he wants to see Brody Stefani shoot the free throws, and Stefani went 1 for 2 in the first half. And it's a big one here. Free throw up, free throw no good. Man, if it's the foul game for 6 minutes, we have a lot of ball game in front of us. Here's the take and the finish. Valesky with his first bucket coming here in the second half, and the lead for the Ledgers is down to 8. It was 18 about 10 minutes ago, and it's a timeout for Springs. Full timeout, Ledgers. Let's take it with them. Back after this.
Anders Auto Parts, your locally owned bumper-to-bumper auto parts store serving the Fond du Lac area since 1956. Experienced and knowledgeable staff ready to serve you. Anders Auto Parts features PPG and Shopline Auto Paint, along with PPG Versalon Commercial Paint. Quality name brand auto parts. Anders Auto Parts, your bumper-to-bumper auto parts store at 16 West Sibley Street, just off North Main Street, behind American Family Insurance.
4.
Hey, Devontae.
Let me get a Cantina chicken burrito and a bowl with that seasoned, slow-roasted chicken I like, please.
You have a golf course in your house?
I got a Taco Bell in my house, bro.
Where did it go? Where did it go?
Oh, there it is. Cheaters don't get chicken. Huh? Cheaters get no chicken.
I won't give him any.
All right, back here at Hutter Gymnasium, the Ledgers are 4 for 12 from the free throw line. Why wouldn't you start fouling them? That's what we were just kind of talking about that during the break up here. You got to be able to close out these games, and a big part of doing that is being able to make the free ones, and the Ledgers have not tonight. Less than 6 minutes to play. Here's Ben Baker down in the post. Kicks it out to Keeble. Shot fake there from Michael Keeble. Bounce pass, dangerous one. Out to Joey Kuhn. This is what I was talking about in that first half. The way that Valders snaps the ball around, and now Jan's going to be fouled here by Stoudinger. That's just number 1 on Stoudinger, so he's got plenty to give. should the foul game be what the plan is. Now it's into double bonus for the Ledgers, but the results are not changing. This final portion of the game brought to you by Fogel Family Dentistry. Dr. Dylan Fogel is now the new owner of Doyle Kelly Dental on Fond du Lac Avenue in Fond du Lac. Visit them. Second free throw, good from Will Jan. 1 for 2. I don't know if that's going to get it done for the Ledgers tonight. We'll see. Here's the three. Stoutinger keys it up straight away. He's got it! Mason Stoutinger with the second three of the night, and the lead is down to 6 with 5:18 to play. Here's Ben Baker probing, far side Kuhn. All the momentum is with the Vikings. There's been very little noise made from the Ledger fans here tonight, and now the Vikings fans are all over it. Another miss. More momentum to Valders. They trail by 6. Valesky hands off to Stoutinger. Crosses once, crosses twice, looks underneath. Valesky's got it there. He's blocked by Will Jan. Valders fans wanted a foul underneath, not coming. Here's Jan in the corner. They wanted to foul Jan. Here's Baker, skip past Bentley Coots. 3-ball on the way. This one's no good. Rebound down with Will Jan. Jan is tied up. No whistle. And Bentley Coots finishes at the rim. He's got 13. I can't believe that wasn't a jump ball. Neither can Coach Schwerer from Valders. Springs lead back out to 8. Shot fake. Here comes Stoutinger down the paint. Euro step. He's going to go back to the stripe where he is shooting 75%. 6 for 8. And he'll have 2 more from the line here. Free throw for Stoutinger comes up short. I'll tell you what, if you're a Ledger fan, you're looking at 4:14, you are saying an eternity left in this game with how Valders has turned it on here. And again, the Vikings only average 53 points per game. Second free throw up and good for Stoutinger. Get you a confirmation on his scoring. I believe he's up to 15. I'll get confirmation on that in just a moment. 4:08 to go here tonight. Baker catches out near the halfway stripe. Here's Bentley Coots. That's deflected and saved by Coots. I think he could have let it go into the backcourt, but we've already seen some indecision there in the first half, and so Coots didn't want to take any chances. Here's Ben Baker. If you're the Ledgers, the only players, not the only players, the ones you'd certainly like them to foul if they're going to foul is Ben Baker and Joey Kuhn. A lot of contact underneath, no whistle. Ledger fans not happy. Ledger coaches have already been yelled at by Coach Krieger to stop yelling, so they're silent. Here's Joey Kuhn. High pressure situations. Miller, Coots, Baker, Kuhn. Coach Schwerer out onto the floor trying to implore his team to foul the correct people. Here is Miller. Miller's going to get fouled. Yep, pushed by Miller. And Zimmerman was complaining that they didn't call the foul until they did. They wanted Miller at the stripe. It was 2 hands to the back of Miller. Valders got to be careful in that regard. Just make sure it looks like you're playing the ball. That time it was not a play on the ball, but it was close enough. It should be number 2 on Zimmerman. Just number 1. Okay, I thought I had that down, but Miller makes the first. And I've never heard free throws applauded quite as the Ledger fans are just happy to make one. 2 for 2, that would be amazing. They'd missed the second due to the Ledgers. They've never gone to the line tonight and made both, have the Ledgers. But it's an 8-point lead. Here's Olsen, probing far side. Bounces down, Miller gets a hand on it, ball on the floor. Vetting able to get it inside to Valesky, who gives it out to Stoutinger. 3-ball on the way, left it short. And Joey Kuhn gets a rebound. Here's Ben Baker, back to Kuhn. Kuhn sprints into the front court. Now they're going to try to double Joey Kuhn. Kuhn all the way to the hoop, gives it out to Coots instead. Here's Ben Baker, snaps a pass to Miller. That's a late foul on Ben Baker, and he's going to go to the free throw line. I think it was Vetting that got him. It was Vetting, number 2 on him. And here comes Ebert, who will join the fray with 4 fouls, as will Gearing. They both have 4 fouls in the last 2:30 of this game. They'll have to tightrope it. Baker rattles around, no good. Oh, my. When the old stats come in from this one, Coach Krieger's going to look at the free throw column and, well, if it were me, and I've always been able to control my temper, I'd break something. He is going to be mighty frustrated with the inability to get the free ones here tonight. Baker goes 1 for 2. Lead is 9. Zimmerman into the front court. Crosses over, gives to Stoudinger. Stoudinger with 15 points. Spins past Miller. Fires underneath. Here it's kicked out to Ebert. Ebert's got the 3. Missed it. Oh, rattled around and out. Here's Miller. Miller's fouled in the backcourt. 2:15 to go. The Ledgers right now somehow staying afloat. I'll tell you what, that was a good-looking triple attempt there from Ebert, and rattled around, wouldn't fall. Miller just went 1 for 2 a moment ago. This one goes home as well. Another fun, useless stat, Miller is the only Ledger tonight to make the front end of a free throw. No one else has even had an opportunity to make 2. Second one for Miller. Hey, the Ledgers can make a pair. Miller does, and an 11-point lead. Springs has really done a nice job here in the last couple of minutes to lock down defensively and settle things down. Stoudinger here, top of the key, hands off to Ebert. Guarded by Brenton Rodriguez. Now Rodriguez switches off to guard Olsen. Olsen down the lane, missed it, and Coots has the rebound, and he's fouled. Too many of those for Valders. They've had some good looks tonight. Oh, that's a strike bowled down there from Joey Kuhn. Right to the official. And Kuhn's got a big smile on his face. He's turned into the student section. He's like, did you guys see that? 1:55 to go. 62-51 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Coots is 0 for 1 from the line. First free throw here, good. Man, Bentley Coots has been monster tonight for the Ledgers. He's now got 14. Only averages a couple per game. This one's no good. And the rebound is down with Stoudinger. He sprints up the floor, gives it to Gearing. Kicks it out to the corner. Zimmerman lost it over his shoulder. And here is Gearing once again. Snaps a pass near side. Olsen's going to drive again, work on Rodriguez, and he finishes at the rim. So Olsen with another make. 30-second timeout. Back in 30 on Radio Plus.
The March Mania sale at Holiday is your ticket to score more. Get here and stack our low simplified price with money-saving offers on favorites from Chevy, Buick, and GMC. Gear up now, get more for your trade, and experience our award-winning guest care.
Team Holiday shares my values: hard work, integrity, and passion. I'm UFC fighter Dante Lockjaw Johnson, and I drive Holiday.
Find yours and drive it home today from Holiday Automotive, Fond du Lac.
It's worth the trip.
Valders took the 30-second timeout. They got to go full court press. $1:39 to go. Deficit currently 10. Stick around afterwards. We got our Fox Valley Savings Bank postgame show right after the conclusion of tonight's action. Baker catches in the backcourt. Oh, he traveled, yeah. So a turnover for the Ledgers and life for Valders. A timeout for Coach Krieger, enough that he wants to think about it. Let's take it with him back on Radio Plus right after this.
Call us when you need a company you can trust.
You hear it all the time, but what does it mean? This is Danny and Heather at AirTech Heating, and for our company, it means we do right by our customers and provide them quality service for superior home comfort.
It means our prices are competitive and fair. It means that we stand behind our work. It means doing whatever it takes.
To whom you trust, your family's safety and comfort does matter. Call the team at AirTech Heating at 924-6742 when you need a company you can trust.
For over 100 years, the name Cole is synonymous with quality fuels, lubricants, and propane. That's because Cole is the area's trusted source for farm, construction, and trucking companies, as they partner with these companies to help them achieve their unique goals. The team at Cole Oil and Propane is dedicated to serving you. They pride themselves on a customer-first approach and work hard to make sure you're satisfied. You can rely on Cole for prompt delivery, competitive prices, and quality service. Learn more at ColeOilAndPropane.com.
Back here at Hutter, Ledger student section must have heard what I said. They're chanting here on the defensive side here. They need a little momentum. Here's Gearing driving on Brenton Rodriguez. Gives it out to Stoudinger. Need a quick one here to the Valders Vikings. Here's Olsen. Straightaway three. It's good! Life for Valders on a turnover by Baker and the three by Olsen. Here is Joey Kuhn. Gives it over to Ben Baker. Back to Kuhn. Got to get across the timeline. Kuhn fouled in the backcourt. And a late whistle. And bodies fly everywhere. And Joey Kuhn will end up at the line. 7-point contest right now. Joey Kuhn, that's number 5 on Gearing. And Mayer will come back onto the floor for Valders. So Kuhn, as I mentioned, team's best free throw shooter. They need him now, and he rattles the first one home. He had been 0 for 2 prior to that, and that's pretty unusual that he didn't get to the line because he usually lives there for the Ledgers, and he goes 2 for 2. That's a big couple of shots by Joey Kuhn. 9-point lead. Zimmerman into the front court for Valders. Left side, nice cut underneath for Ebert. Ebert at the rack, can't get it to go, and it's volleyball spiked off the head of Matthew Miller. Rodriguez was trying to bat that one out to half court, maybe get a transition opportunity, and Matt Miller's face was in the way. Mayer underneath, looks for Zimmerman, batted away by Miller, and it goes right out of bounds to Mayer. So an unfortunate deflection for Valders gives the basketball back to Springs. And a sub coming in here. It will be John Vetting in for Mayer. So the Ledgers got to avoid any more turnovers. Here's Joey Kuhn. Ebert can't foul him. It goes up to Miller. Back to Joey Kuhn. But Miller couldn't get rid of it in time. So Miller goes to the charity stripe where he is 3 for 4. Miller, tell you what, he's out here saying, hey, I got this free throw thing under control. First free throw up and good. He's now 4 for 5. Well, I have to add it up after the game. I don't know how many total free throws we've seen between the two teams, but this, I kind of alluded to a free throw shooting contest. We've had that in some sort of fashion. Ledgers have hit some big threes here in the second half that have also helped them. Here's Stoudinger, fade away from the paint. He's got it. And another timeout taken by Valders. So lead for Springs is 9. Timeout back after this.
For over 100 years, the name Cole is synonymous with quality fuels, lubricants, and propane. That's because Cole is the area's trusted source for farm, construction, and trucking companies, as they partner with these companies to help them achieve their unique goals. The team at Cole Oil and Propane is dedicated to serving you. They pride themselves on a customer-first approach and work hard to make sure you're satisfied. You can rely on Cole for prompt delivery, competitive prices, and quality service. Learn more at ColeOilAndPropane.com.
30-second timeout taken by Valders. They got one left. Here's Kuhn, and Kuhn is fouled by Ebert, and that'll finish the night for Ebert as well. Kuhn back to the line. He's 2 for 4 at the stripe. Yeah, Matthew Miller here down the stretch. 5 for 6 from the free throw line. He's made 4 in a row. And we'll see who comes in. Mayer and Valesky will return for Valders. Also had Olsen sub out, or excuse me, had Vetting sub out there. Lead is 9. Kuhn, good. Joey Kuhn had 4 in the first half. He is up to 8 now in half number 2. Make it 9. Nice second half for Joey Kuhn, 13 on the night. Here's Stoudinger, left wing. Gives it to Olsen. Olsen, dribble drive, picked away by Ben Baker. Baker in the backcourt. We'll see if they decide to continue to foul. Valders will, with 29.6 seconds left. Joey Kuhn back to the stripe, where he's made 4 in a row. And that's number 4 on Olsen. Free throw for Kuhn, up, good. Hazen Libby coming in as Coach Schwer going to get these seniors the ovation that they deserve for the Valders Vikings. Their careers coming to an end here tonight. And pausing right at the end so he can let some of these seniors that deserve the ovation. Also going to let Mason Stoudinger have a seat as well. He's a junior. He'll be back. Very nice second half for Stoudinger after being held under wraps in the first. Second free throw for Joey Kuhn, no good. So Kuhn going to go 5 for 8 from the free throw line here tonight. Near side, this is Stevens. 3 ball on the way, right wing, got it. Hazen Libby with the triple. And it's down to a 9-point game. And a timeout taken here by Valders. Let's take 30 seconds of come back right after that.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Back here at Hutter Gymnasium, 17 seconds left, a 9-point lead for the Ledgers. Coach Krieger pregame said, we got to find a way to score 60. I think if we do that, we'll have a good chance to win. Good thing they scored a few more than 60 tonight, because 60 would not have gotten it done. Here is Joey Kuhn. Baker, front court, and Baker will dribble this thing out. And the Ledgers, the 8 seed, going to move on with a home win, 70-61 the final. Here on Radio Plus, on the Quest Interiors scoreboard, the Ledgers move on to play top-seeded Howards Grove coming up on Friday. Take a timeout, come back with our Fox Valley Savings Bank post-game show. Don't go anywhere.
Tired of pushy sales tactics? Welcome to Schaefer Auto, where they make buying a vehicle simple, safe, and satisfying. You'll find a sweet selection of pre-owned vehicles for every budget. Each is inspected and backed by a warranty option of your choice. Financing isn't a problem. Get approved online and drive home with confidence. Schaefer Auto has the right ride for you. Visit the lot at 404 Shaler Drive in Waupun and online at schaefer-auto.com. Schaefer Auto, no gimmicks, no pressure, no worries.
FBS Bank is here to help you achieve your dream of home ownership. For a limited time, we're offering home loans with just $595 closing costs plus title. Whether you're buying a new home or wanting to refinance, our experienced team is here to assist you. Visit our website at fbsbank.com or give us a call at 1-800-242-7880. Our friendly and experienced team will help guide you through the journey with FBS Bank. FBS Bank, banking made personal.
Camera Casino, do you copy?
Yep, loud and clear.
I'm reporting a successful mission from our new location. This new technology is out of this world. Canon, Nikon, Sony, the best images yet. Look at all these new tripods and bags. The best selection south of the sun.
Great. When can we expect the shipment?
In about out a week, as long as I don't get stranded.
For stellar products and service, visit Camera Casino at our downtown Oshkosh location.
Your dream space starts with quartz countertops from Quest Interiors. Whether it's your kitchen, bathroom, mudroom, or even a closet island, we custom fabricate one-of-a-kind surfaces that elevate every room. And the best part? We install many in as little as 1 week, quickly turning your vision into reality. Visit our showrooms in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
Every customer can be a Signature Home customer. I think that's what Signature Homes does really well, is that we can touch not only the customer who's building for the first time, but also the customers that know what they want and want to pull pieces of other property that they've lived in and loved. And you can really trust that we know what we're doing and that we have 30 years of experience in the market doing it with quality craftsmanship and a lot of style and design. And at the end, we get a chance to walk them through and see their smiling faces, and we know that we've achieved our goal.
Fond du Lac Equipment Rental and Repair is ready for your next project, so be sure to talk to Dave and his experienced staff. You know, from air compressors to chainsaws, excavators, lifts, tools, saws, and so much more. Now, do you have your snowblower tuned up and ready for the upcoming winter season? Fond du Lac Equipment Rental and Repair can do it. Check out their expanded rental lineup, too. Mention the words Radio Rental to get a 10% discount on your next rental. You can find them on Ford Drive on the west side of Fond du Lac.
Fond du Lac Equipment Rental and Repair is a proud Echo and Cub Cadet dealer.
All right, back here at Hutter Gymnasium one last time. The Ledgers get the win 70-61 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard here tonight. The 8th-seeded Ledgers knock off number 9, Valders. Fox Valley Savings Bank presents the post-game show. Looking for a loan with no hassle? They can help. Local bank, local lenders, your community, your local community bank. Fox Valley Savings Bank. Give you the final numbers here. Let's start with the Vikings coming up short here in their regional quarterfinal contest. 2 points each for John Vetting, Carter Valesky, 3 each for Cale Zimmerman and Hazen Libby. 4 points for Gavin Mayer, 7 for Austin Ebert, 10 for Rylan Gehring, 13 for Jacob Olson, and 17 for Mason Stoutinger. Stoutinger had a dozen in the second half to try to get this thing back for Valders. For the Ledgers, 3 points for Brody Stefani, 5 for Will Jan, 7 apiece for Matt Miller and Michael Keeble. Brenton Rodriguez had 9, 11 for Ben Baker, 13 for Joey Kuhn, and 14 for Bentley Coots. Coots, those 14 points, massive off the bench for the Ledgers here tonight. And speaking of Bentley Coots, he's our Marian University Player of the Game. Log on to marianuniversity.edu to get started today. And Bentley Coots, you heard it there from Coach Krieger, and I've done a ton of Springs games this winter, and we've talked, I think he's probably, getting sick of saying it to me. He's said it so many times over the course of this season that they got to find that next guy, and especially with Jack Judkins not available tonight with that ankle injury, they needed someone to step up. Kuhn had 13, Baker had 11. All right, who's that next guy? To get 14 out of Bentley Coots off the bench, to get 7 out of Michael Keeble, to get 7 out of Matt Miller. Brenton Rodriguez hit 3 threes tonight, and those 9 points were very important as well. BCI Burke Play of the Game. Log on to burkecareers.com. That's BURKE careers.com for play that moves you. And I'm just gonna talk about, for the play of the game, I'm gonna talk about the free throws here because, with about 6 minutes left, we were kind of looking at each other up here in the broadcast booth. We're like, Valders kind of playing this foul game with 6 minutes left. Springs was shooting woefully. At the time, they were 4 for 12 from the line. They went to the line 8 more times. They had 16 more free throws. They finished with 28 free throws tonight. They had to shoot 16 of them in the last 6 minutes, and they were much better down the stretch. 4 free throws, 4 straight makes from Matthew Miller, 5 straight makes from Joey Kuhn, and that's exactly what this Ledger team needed down the stretch, especially those 9 makes out of the 16. There were a couple of other makes in there as well. They shot they made more than 10 of those 16 down the stretch. So after starting out very, very poorly, the Ledgers were much better in that final stretch, shooting from the line, and that was the key. And so maybe not a play of the game, but how about a key to the game? It was finding a way to make some free throws down the stretch. And, we saw a ton of free throws. 54 free throws we saw tonight between these two teams. And for the Ledgers, they made just enough of them to escape with a 70-61 win. And they move on to play Howard's Grove. Kohler Mishicot, winner of that one, will play Winnebago Lutheran. We don't have any of these scores confirmed as of yet. 6-seeded Laconia and Valley Christian were getting after it tonight. Amro and New Holstein, those were all the other games in this D4 sectional 4A here in the WIAA postseason. AirTech presents our next game broadcast. No matter which type of heating system you have in your home, the knowledgeable technicians at AirTech Heating can perform a timely repair if things go wrong. You can go to radioplusinfo.com for the complete schedule. You can head over to our YouTube channel for the complete schedule as well. Hit subscribe, hit the bell icon. You'll be notified when we are going live. The rest of the week looks like this. Thursday, sectional semifinal girls basketball. Laconia at Oostburg, Laconia versus Oostburg at Sheboygan South. Lamira takes on Kohler at Chilton on Thursday. Both of those games will be on Radio Plus. Then coming up on Friday, Springs at Howard's Grove. WLA against the winner of Kohler Mishicot. I'm assuming that's going to be Kohler. That one will be on our live stream. And then also Fondy basketball is at Hartford on Friday. If any of those teams win, we'll cover them on Saturday. If Laconia, uphill battle against Oostburg on Thursday for the girls' side. Same thing for Lamira. They're going to have to play very well to beat top-seeded Kohler. But if either of those teams win, then we got to mix in some sectional final basketball as well. Saturday, undisputed, most exciting day of the year, at least for the winter sports season. Sectional final girls, regional final boys, all sorts of stuff going down. Oh, by the way, Lamira. The Lamira Lions also in action coming up on Friday. So, and Lamira, I'll tell you what, they look good to maybe make a run towards the Kohl Center coming up this year. All right, that's going to do it for us. 70-61, the final. Springs escapes with the win. Thanks to Coach Rettig, Athletic Director Rettig for always setting us up well here. Thanks to Coach Krieger for the pregame interview. Want to shout out all our sponsors up and down the line. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks to Josh, Cam, up here, Jordan King, saying so long. Have a great Tuesday night, everyone. We'll be back on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday on Radio Plus.
Thanks to our Radio Plus video sports sponsors.
Edward Jones, Integrity Saw and Tool, Bauer Chiropractic, Bondi Family Dental,
Sargento Cheese, Lens Truck Center, Right Way Home Improvement, Taco Bell,
Addison Jones Real Estate, Holiday Automotive, Quest Interiors, Wisconsin Lighting Lab,
BCI Burke, Marian University, Fox Valley Savings Bank, Musa Sheet Metal,
Coal Oil and Propane, Dufresne Moving and Storage, Marco Tax Service, Winnebago Lutheran Academy,
Bob's Pizza, AirTech, Silica for your home, The Wellness Way,
Fond du Lac Credit Union, Roush Insurance, Scotty's Auto Works, St. Mary Springs Academy,
Bristol Morgan Bank, New Medical Center, Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, Hopper's Silk Screen and Embroidery,
Smith Builders, National Exchange Bank and Trust, Brad Tagliapietra, American Family Insurance Agent, Everson Law Office,
Michaels Corporation, Aurora Healthcare, Vogel Family Dentistry, Anders Auto Parts, Schaefer Auto, Keller Buildings,
Sir Rower Family Dental,